Hey everyone, namaste and a very warm welcome to my channel. My name is Disha from Disha Nail the Art, and today what I have got for you is a beautiful set of mix and match yellow nails which I'll be doing on a very regular client of mine, Shreya. And so without any further ado, let's straight away get into the video. Okay, so now we have this set of hands, and now we are going to do a very nice yellow design, as you know. So we'll just right away start with the nails. These nails are ready for the design, and I'll be putting up my blue sky primer on the nails. So this is a full video in which I'll be doing both the hands, and you can just hang on to see the whole process and how do we get to the design. So I'm just going to prime the natural nail which is there. I have prepared the nail, I have filed off all the lifting, all the whatever product was there which was lifted has been filed off, the nails has been prepared, and here I'm just priming them up very quickly. So we'll be doing this beautiful yellow design which has gradient on the pointer and the pinky finger, and it's a half and half design on the ring finger, and the thumb and the middle finger goes plain yellow as we saw. Now I'll be putting the blue sky base coat. You can use whatever base coat, whatever primer you use. We'll be taking very little product on the brush and we'll be just brushing it on the entire nail surface. If you want to watch the process of removing the lifting and getting the nails ready for the fill, then you can watch the previous video. One hand down with the base coat, we'll be putting it for cure 60 seconds into the LED lamp. The next hand comes in and we'll be repeating the base coat on the other hand. Okay, this hand goes in now. Now this hand is out and we've decided to do a gradient design on the pinky finger and the pointer finger. So we are using a yellow for this design, and here is the yellow color that I have, and since we have already planned out these nails, so we'll be doing it in that way. So now I'll be putting up the yellow color on the tips, and this is how we do a colored gradient. You've already seen me do a gradient with white color, but with the color gradient we go in with the color on the tips and we go till like half of the nail, taking care that it doesn't get on the skin. We'll be capping the nail as well, and then I'll be taking my the gradient brush and I'll be blending out the product towards the cuticles. So this is just the first coat. We need to be very light on hand and we can just use very less product on the tips. Once this is done, we'll be doing the same to the pointer finger as well. Putting on the product, capping the nail. You have to take care that the yellow color is on the sides as well. And once this is done, again I'll be blending out the color towards the cuticles. Light hand, this is just the first coat, so we do not have to take we don't have to take much tension about covering the nail. We'll cover it in the second coat. So this can now go in for a quick cure of 60 seconds inside the lamp. Okay, we can go on for the second hand. We'll be applying the color. So the quicker way is to apply the color and then blend both of them together. Once this is done, I can blend the color out. I can apply a little more polish on the tips. We have to take care that we are not bulking up the polish, because otherwise it will be very difficult for the polish to cure. So we do not have to put much polish, and we have to take care that it doesn't slides down the end, so that it will be then very difficult for the polish to get cured. So this is done. Now this hand goes in. Okay, now we'll be finalizing the yellow this time. So we'll be now putting the yellow more towards the free edge, towards the tip, and we'll be definitely capping the nail every single time. Again, we'll be putting the yellow on the tip right here, and this time we are going to blend it out. Just like that. Now at this point we have to take care about the coverage, that the yellow is nicely covering up the tip area. If there is any spot left, you can just go in with the color a little bit like this and just cover it out. The coverage is very essential. If you think that it is not covering in 2 coats, then you can go in for a 3rd coat, but do not bulk up the polish. That is very, very important with gel polishes. Once this is done and I'm happy with the coverage, I can just put the hand inside the lamp for another 60 seconds. Put it on. Okay, so here we go with the 2nd coat on the other hand. Again capping, and the sides we have to take care. On this hand also we'll be putting up the yellow. We can ignore any bumps coming in the nail, because we'll be just layering it up with the gum gel now. So we can just let the gaps be there, even if there are any. Now we can cure this in the lamp. So once this is out, now I'm going to refill the nails, which I haven't done yet, and I'll be using my gum gel again. So I'll be taking it out. So on the gradient nails, I'll be taking out a smaller bead, because I want to gradient it out. I want to merge it out with the pink. And on these nails, I'll be taking a good amount of bead, also because the nails are long and I want a good shape out of it. So I will be filling up nicely so that I get a good strong nail which lasts for another month. So I'll be putting up the bead here, and on the thumb as well I'll be taking out at least this much, and I'll be placing it on the thumb right like this. Now I can take my acrylic brush, again number 10 acrylic brush right here, and I will dip it in some isopropyl alcohol, or you can use a slip solution if you have, and then you can pat out the pink just like that. You have to be very, very nicely pat it out. Do not let it go towards the cuticles. Carefully merge it with the yellow. We have to take care that towards the cuticles it is not getting onto the cuticles, and it is nice and blended towards the cuticles, and it is not flowing into. That is also very important. Once this is done, I want major amount of pink at the back, and towards the tips I want it blended. So pushing back the skin a little bit, like I can pull it back like this with the thumb, and I'm going to blend it nicely. So here you can see that I've increased the little yellow portion till a little more back towards the cuticle, so that we get a solid yellow color under the pink. And I have refilled the 3 nails to perfect shape, and so now I'm going to cure it in the lamp again for 60 seconds. Now we can put on the pink. Okay, now for the gradient we are going to just pat this out and we'll blend it with the tips. Put your hand to this one in. Put this hand in. Now we go in with the clear polygel, nice blob to smoothen out the surface, and only on the gradient nails we want to do the clear one, so that when we buff, we do not buff into the gradient and we do not take off the yellow polish. And also to shape up the nails a little bit, we need the transparent polygel to come over it, nice and smooth. We'll cover up the yellow till the very tip and the sides. Nice, put this hand in. Put this hand in. Okay, so after everything is cured, now my gradient is ready to buff, and these nails are also ready to buff. Now I will quickly just wipe of the tacky layer. And after this, I will pick up my filer. Now I have to be very careful with the yellow nails, since the yellow can wear off. Though if the yellow wears off, then we can put a yellow like on the edges again, so we don't need to worry, but we have to be careful. And these nails I'll just go from side to side. Be careful for the side skin once again. And we will just file from this point to this point, nice and straight, right like this. This also. And the rest of the nail I'll be doing with my e-filer. So again, pulling down the skin a bit carefully, we can just file it more straighter, since we want to have square nails now. So we have to be careful with the yellow, but we'll apply yellow if it wears off. So doing gradient with a gel polish, this way we have to do it. Now I'll be very nicely buffing up the surface again and do it very nicely. We have to carve out a good shape out of it. We can use a lower speed to do this, because we do not want to hit on the yellow part. Though I have covered it with the clear polygel, but still we have to be careful. So here we can see from the sides also, and from this side also. So we have a good nail shape. If you see from the side angle, I have a good shape right here, and from this angle as well, if you see, I have a good shape right like this. We can see from this angle as well. We have a good shape. And for the length, the nail it has to have this much of thickness for the strength, so that the nail doesn't break with all the work that we do with our hands. So now we'll be doing the other nails also in the same manner.
ये तो वापस से
Okay, so once we are done with this, now you've seen that I've taken off all the scratches, but since these nails need to be really nice and smooth, so I'll be using the very fine side of it and I'll be smoothing it out to take away all the scratches from the nails. I've blended the cuticles very nicely, and so this is now nice and buffed to shape. Now we have buffed it just to make the surface more smooth. There are no bumps. The nails are perfectly shaped. We want this shape. Even if you look at this angle, you will see that all nails are nice and have a good C curve to them. They are nice and shaped very nicely. Okay. Okay, so now this hand is ready for colors. We've already done the gradient. Now we'll be doing half and half on the ring finger. So I'll be putting the white beneath. So I am just painting this nail white, and we'll very slowly reach up to the cuticles and then move down. Now a basic rule to apply gel polish is that we cannot do them very thick. We have to do thin coats. Even if we have to do 3 coats, doesn't matter, but we have to do them very, very thin. So we'll go very thin and try to get clean cuticles, just like that around the cuticles. And then we have to go this thin. We cannot bundle up the polish on the nail. Now we have to go in with the yellow nail, which is the middle finger is yellow. So again, less product on the brush, go up till the cuticles and come right down. Try to get clean cuticles. If we get anything on the cuticles, we can clean it with the stick that is with us. So right like that we'll go. And thin coats, always remember that we have to do thin coats. We cannot do thick coats of the polish. Nicely cap the sides, and then we can use a stick to clean up. Now we'll go on to the thumb. Same way, we'll be pushing up the polish till the cuticles, up there, and slide down. Super thin coats, no cluttering up of the gel polish. We'll cap it and just quickly clean it, and then now we can cure it for 30 seconds. Okay, now we are going in with the second coat of our white. We'll try to get coverage. If we do not get coverage in the second coat, we'll go in for the third coat. That's fine, but still we will keep very thin layers. On the thumb and the middle finger, we'll be putting a little bit of sparkles. So even if we are not getting a full solid color, we can do without it, because the sparkles will take care of the coverage. Just cap the nail nicely with the sides, and then let's just see if we have anything on the sides. Clean it, and now we can put it in, cure it. So now we have to do this nail, the white nail, we have to do half and half. So I'll be putting it, the yellow polish, just on the half of the nail, and we'll try to make a straight line. Now you can use a striper brush for this, but I'm using the polish brush itself, and we'll make a half and half line, just like that. Again, we have to take care that the coat is very thin, so that it nicely cures. And we have to cap everything in yellow, the tips, the sides, and these sides as well. All the free edges have to be capped nicely. And now on this nail, the same process, we'll do this, that we'll be taking our base coat right here, and we'll be putting the base coat on this nail. This is for the sparkle that I'm doing, and we'll be putting up the base coat, and similarly we'll be putting up the base coat here as well. Once this is done, now I'm using this sparkle right here, and I'll just sprinkle it over the middle nail and so keeping it aside, I'll pick it up and I'll just sprinkle it over the nail. Okay, so now we are using this design for the nails, the half and half nails. So I am gonna cut the 4 sections of 1, 2, 3, 4 of the design. I'm gonna cut it like this, and then I'm gonna take up this portion right here. So that's a water decal in case you don't know. So we'll take off the upper layer like this, and very carefully we will put it inside the water and let it soak in for like 2-3 seconds probably. And meanwhile, this hand is at this stage right now. This is the gradient. We'll be putting up the sticker right here, and we've done up a little bit of glitter on these nails, and because of the base coat, this is nice and sturdy on the nail. Now if we want, we can give it a little bit of a thick gel coat, or we can do with a top coat as well. So now we will be done with this, and I'll just take it out nice on my tissue right here, and I can soak off the excess water right here, and then I can slide off the water decal like that, and with the help of the tweezers I can place it. With a firm hand I can place it right here, the middle of the nail. Just stretch it like that, right like that. Whatever extra is there, we can just file it off later on, not right now. Or we can use a little bit of acetone and a flat brush. I can just spray acetone on my flat brush just like that, and we can cut off the extra, just that much. So the extra is gone, and we are left with our decal. So here we have the design with the decal on. Now we have to put crystals on these nails. Okay, so we will be putting the glue gel right towards the cuticles. Once this is done, I'll be taking up, and here I have to find out, like, we have to put stones in decreasing order. So we'll place the bigger stone in the center right here, and then I'll be going into this section, and we'll be taking 2 smaller stones on either of the sides, both sides, like, and then the more smaller ones probably on these sides, and now the smallest one on these sides. So in the similar way, I will be finishing up with the pointer nail as well. Here we have it. Now I'll finish up with the pointer nail also in the similar manner. I'll be putting up the biggest stone here, so we are done with the stones. Now we are going to cure this again in the lamp for 60 seconds. Go ahead. Okay, so now we are done with this, and now I'm going to quickly top coat it with the blue sky top coat, and so let's do that. So I will not be top coating over the stones, I'm just top coating under them, but I'm pushing the top coat nicely inside the stones so that they stick well and they last well all over the sides, on this side as well. And okay, now for this one, in order to make this nail a little more smooth, I'll use the finer side of the buffer I'll buff with very light hand so that whatever glitter is up there, it just gets buffed and the nail gets smooth, just like that. And I can feel it if there is no glitter. So after this, I can top coat once again. Here we go. Now we are going to cure this hand in the lamp again for 60 seconds and we'll be done with the design. Put your hand in. So that is the final design and we are finished with the nail. You can look for anything that is going on this side. If we need to file it, we can file it right now with a filer like this. We can just give it a little file if we have anything extra coming onto the skin. And once we are satisfied with it, we can put on the cuticle oil. We should wait for like 10 seconds when it comes out of the lamp to put the cuticle oil, and then after that we can just go ahead with a cuticle oil and you can apply it around the cuticles and under the nail. Okay guys, so this is the finished product, and who says that yellow doesn't look good on the Vita skin? It looks just amazing. They look perfect and you're ready to rock. Shreya. Thank you so much for watching guys, and now on I will be more regular and I'll try to record more often. If you do not want to miss any of my videos and the beautiful designs that I'll be creating here, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get regular notifications. If you have any requests for any designs, you can drop down in the comment section below whatever you want me to create, and I'll be creating those beautiful designs. And yes, remember to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.